Every day in America, there are thousands of homeless animals living on the streets, some desperate to find food and shelter. Some of them are fortunate, but others are not. However, at the Lorain County Friendship APL, animals are given a second chance at life.
The Friendship APL isn't just a place, it's an idea. It's an idea that we can make the world better through animals. And we started right here in Lorain County. We've grown over the years to help 18 different counties throughout Ohio. Now we're helping animals in Kentucky and West Virginia, bringing them in here to find their forever homes, and we continue to push the envelope. You know, this shelter, when I started here 8 years ago, helped 1,100 animals a year. This year we're probably going to cross and help 4,000 animals. So to me, that is the idea that we can save as many animals as we possibly can and just continue to push. This small little community has really banded together around this idea of rescuing animals. And it's a feeling that permeates everything. So that's what I think Friendship APL is to me.
To most people, the Friendship APL seems like just another ordinary animal shelter, but to the volunteers who work there, it's something even greater than that.
APL is really different from a lot of the other APLs in that we have a lot of volunteers, which is the greatest thing. Constantly working with the dogs and taking the dogs out. Also, Greg, the director, is just incredible in letting us take part in helping as much as we can with all of the animals. We really spend a lot of time with them, which I think sets us apart from a lot of the other rescues.
Some of the volunteers at the APL have even made strong bonds with some of the animals.
Well, I've made plenty of bonds with animals over the years. One of my favorite animals that I felt like I bonded with over time was it was a horse named Big Red. We had rescued the horse out of Grafton, and it was a thoroughbred. It actually was a former racehorse, and we had it for quite some time while we prosecuted the case. And the horse started out so shy. It was thin and emaciated, and it lost most of its body weight. And it took a long time for us to not only gain the trust of the horse, but to help rebuild it and get it back into shape so that it would have the opportunity to find a forever home, which it eventually did. And that was one of my favorite stories that we had, that rescue.
While some may see buying an animal from a pet store as the best way to acquire a pet, the people at the APL see adoption as the much better option.
Why is it better to adopt? Well, I travel all over the place rescuing animals from all sorts of shelters throughout Ohio. And one of the places we work with actually is the East Holmes Vet Clinic. At East Holmes, what we take in are 4 and 5 year old dogs that have been used for breeding. They've been kept in cages their entire life, used for breeding their entire life. They've been kept in confined in horrible conditions. And so to me, when I see those mother dogs that have been used and now they're being surrendered to East Holmes Vet for euthanasia, it breaks my heart. These dogs will never have known life in a home or with a warm and gentle touch. They have never been treated or cared for as a living creature. They've been used strictly for breeding purposes. And rescuing those animals, once you have bonded with one of those animals or seen those animals and what they've experienced, you can't help but know that the industry of puppy mills is a horrible industry. So that's why you should adopt.
Now the question that remains is, why would you want to work for the Lorain County Friendship APL?
I enjoy volunteering at Friendship just because it really makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I have a purpose just by getting the dogs out of the cages, just even if it's to go for a short walk. It's incredible. They need to be out of the cages and not spend so much time. So it just makes me feel really good to be able to do those things, even if it's for a short time.